Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back. I've got an interesting video for you. I was out walking around at one of these old backpacking stores. It was like an old Four Seasons store or something like that, and they had this on the shelf and it was marked down tremendously. This is the MSR Pocket Rocket. This is the original. I don't know if it's brand new or not. I just bought it. It was a good price. You can find things like this sometimes on the internet, but in my case I was just out walking around and I found it. So this is ultra compact, ultra lightweight. It says that it will run for approximately 60 minutes on an 8-ounce fuel canister, and it says it'll boil 1 liter of water in 3.5 minutes. That's pretty crazy. So the weight is 4.2 ounces. That's packaged, and 3 ounces unpackaged. And it says wind clip windshield protects flame while from light gusts of wind. And then it says clean burning MSR isopro fuel, which is sold separately. I have one right here. Okay, so it uses the Lindell style valve fuel canisters. And it says serrated pot supports for stability and glove friendly flame control. Ultra light compact canister stove, only weighs 3 ounces. Packed size just 4x2x2. And it says it boils 1 liter of water in 3.5 minutes and full flame control from a simmer to a boil. So let's take a look. Let's see if I scored or not. Some of you might be wondering, well, why are you doing a video on an old stove? Well, that's because I love stoves, and to me there is nothing old. You can see the carbon monoxide warning label here in the box. There is the instruction manual right there in the box. And wow, there's the plastic container here. Let me get a little closer for you. It's in the shape of a triangle. That's pretty crazy. Now let's take a look. Is it used? Is it brand new? What is it? Wow, what do you know? Look at that burner head. That looks brand new to me. Looks like it's never been used. Wow, that is a beautiful little stove, and I got it for a good price. So there's a big rubber gasket right around here. So when you put that against the fuel canisters, you can see the Lindell style valve inside threaded. There's an O-ring inside, and the flame adjuster knob just pops out, and you can adjust the flame, and the pot supports, they just come right out just like that. One of the cool things about this little stove is it's really good for small diameter pots. So if you got a small nesting cup or something like that, and you want something that's going to be tiny, you know, you can definitely use this. Now on the center you're probably seeing this triple apparatus thing, so that's the wind deflector. So if you got wind gusts coming in from this direction, it'll basically take out this section and the other 2 sections will stay lit, or vice versa, you know. So it's kind of effective. I guess if you had wind coming from this direction, you'd knock out 2 of them and have 1 section still burning. So the flame is going to be very centralized. That's about about 1 inch, I would say, in diameter. So what I want to do is I want to fire this baby up, and I want to do a very quick boil test. I want to see how long it takes for this stove to boil 16 ounces of water. Now 16 ounces of water, for those of you who might not be familiar with that, that's 2 cups of water. That's half of a liter. So we're going to use a little Stanley pot here to do that. And I'm getting a battery indicator on my camera there, so I hope that I can get this done before my battery dies. I have 16 ounces, so again, half a liter of water. This is just room temperature water. Got my timer right there. Hopefully you can see that. Get the water there. And how does the stove connect to the fuel canister? It threads on right here, right on this Lindell style valve. Right there. Just threads right on, just like that. And this is knurled very nice for your fingers. I can feel that. It's really nice. Let's go ahead and get it fired up and take a look. Let's see what the maiden voyage looks like firing this baby up. I'm going to fire this up just for you guys right here. Wow, take a look at that. Look at that flame. That contrast against my coat gives you a good visual. Look at that. Wow, that thing is pretty crazy. I'm going to let it warm up a little bit. Let it get up to temperature here. I'm not going to cover the pot. I'm just going to go for the boil. Wow, that's pretty neat. You can see that wind deflector thing in the middle getting red hot. Look at that. That's crazy. This thing is no longer brand new. It is now a used stove. Let's go ahead and put that water on. Start that timer. Hoping that you can see that timer on the camera there. And in the meantime, make sure that baby's turned up, which it is. I'm going to look at the owner's manual here briefly while I'm waiting. And that's a pretty quiet stove. Here's a nice little diagram of the stove. Pretty cool. We're 35 seconds in. I'm seeing light bubbles, nothing crazy. Wow, that's pretty crazy. What do you know? I never thought that I would find a deal like this, brand new, in an old mountaineering store. But you never know what you're going to find, so you got to get out and you got to look. In my case, I found a brand new Pocket Rocket. Pretty crazy. So we are at the 1 minute mark. It's turned up all the way. The pot supports are red hot. Pretty crazy. So we are 1.5 minutes in. And I'm seeing a light bubbles. Nothing crazy yet. It's amazing how you can get that much power out of such a small stove. Just blows me away. 2 minutes now. Okay, I've got a light boil on the very bottom of the pot, and this is a very centralized flame, so I'm seeing little bubbles around the center of the bottom of the pot. 2.5 minutes, and I'm starting to get a pretty decent rolling boil. I think I'll bring the camera in and show you guys, because I'm getting ready to call it. 2:45. Let's take a look. What do you guys think? Yeah, that looks like a rolling boil. Well, let's stop the time. 2:52. Now let's take a look at the flame adjustability. I'm feeling this metal flame adjuster, and it's cold to the touch. It's not hot at all. Let's see what kind of flame control I have here. Let's take a look at those pot supports though. Look at those, red hot. Crazy. So how much flame adjustability do we have on this thing? Wow, very nice. So you can heat up water for coffee or anything like that. Wow. That's nice. Look at that flame. That flame just gets right down there, almost to nothing. That is crazy. It's such a nice little find to find this. I'm very happy that I found this. I didn't expect, when I walked into that shop, I didn't expect that I'd be walking out with a Pocket Rocket, the original, which was a very popular stove. I don't even know why they quit making it. Crazy. That's probably because of what's in my pocket here. Pocket Rocket 2. So how does it compare? Pocket Rocket 2 to the Pocket Rocket. Look at that comparison. The burner head is smaller on the Pocket Rocket 2 in diameter. So these little pot supports kind of come up like this. Just kind of fold out a little different. Kind of weird. And you have a nice big flame adjuster here. So you got the Pocket Rocket 2 versus the Pocket Rocket. I think they're both fabulous. I really do. I like the simplicity of the old one because when you're done, you just clamp these down, and they go just like that. And you can fold this down. I think this is a really good old stove. One thing I'm noticing here is it has a wider base for pot supports. Kind of crazy, and it has that same kind of windshield looking thing. Kind of cool. I like the wider head on the original. Crazy. This case is a lot thicker, feels heavier duty, but this one is a lot lighter. So I think this was really designed for lightweight. .95 ounces. So I'm going to take the lighter out of here, and I'm going to weigh just the stove. 3.70. So the case, and without the, wow, 3.95. I thought this was going to be heavier for some reason. 3.70. So what does it weigh with the lighter? 4.10. So with the lighter, it's just barely heavier than the old stove. 3.95. And then if I add a lighter, 4.35. So it's crazy. Little curiosity here, will the small Bic lighter fit in there? Yep. Fits right on the side of the package. So, nice little self-contained unit there with the lighter. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on checking out this new old stove, MSR Pocket Rocket. I think it's going to serve me well. Please make sure to check the description box down below, because if you're interested in one of these, I'll put a link down there. I don't know if they're still available. I don't think MSR is manufacturing this anymore. They're making the Pocket Rocket 2. I hope you got some good useful information out of this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and as always, we'll talk to you next time. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.